Hey, global Ghanaian citizens, Adrian here. I know it's been a little while since you've had a new episode from me, but trust me, it's worth it. Season 5 is on the way for sure, and we want to bring it to you before the end of spring. But meanwhile, I have some great news. We got invited to Spotify HQ in London as part of a new program by Spotify to get more and better podcasters onto their platform. I'm going to tell you all about it today, and there's a surprise at the end, so make sure you listen all the way through. Now, before we get into the episode, if you're listening on Spotify, just take a moment to follow us on the platform and to leave us a 5-star review. It helps us more than you know. But if not, you can follow us on the Apple Podcasts or just hit subscribe on YouTube by searching for The Sound of Accra on YouTube. So let me tell you about how we got the opportunity. So Spotify, about a year or so ago, bought an all-in-one podcast hosting platform called Anchor. So essentially, Anchor is this free podcast hosting platform where any podcaster really can record, edit, publish, distribute, and monetize their own podcast for free, right? Now, it's for free, so the platform is fairly limited, but it does more than a job for the podcaster, all right? Now, Spotify bought this platform about a year or so ago, and they've rebranded it Spotify for podcasters this year. And basically, for those of you who aren't aware, I've also recently launched a new course and a community for existing and newbie podcasters. So check the links in the description for that if you're interested, or head over to a2zpodcasting.com. Okay, so continuing on, Spotify this year, they renamed and rebranded the Anchor platform, and they also launched a program called Spotify Labs, which is a creative workshop series where they pick podcasting and artist talent to learn how to record in their world-class studios. Trust me, they are. I'm not being biased here. You could probably hear a pin drop because the studios are so well sound treated. And also, these podcasters and artists can learn how to improve on their podcast productions, their music productions, and how to take their content to the next level. And this is where we came in. We were handpicked in terms of our show was listened to by Spotify engineers. This is what I was told, and we were invited into the studios. Amazing. Now, Spotify have their studios in 3 locations in the world: London, UK, Los Angeles, America, and Stockholm, Sweden. Can you believe in the Los Angeles location, they have a whopping 17 studios, whilst London only has 2. This really shows the size in comparison of the UK to the US. Anyway, moving on. When I arrived to the HQ, I was ushered up with one other podcaster. What happened was, we were told that we were the first podcasters ever to be invited to their brand new studio that didn't have a Spotify original show. Now, this is a fantastic achievement. You can imagine the thousands of people that applied for this program. Once we arrived into the studio floor, there was a ton of food, treats, refreshments, and Spotify stuff everywhere, from photos of Spotify original shows on the walls like Receipts Podcast, Ian Wright, you name it, to bean bags and even showers. Crazy, right? You could definitely see that this place was brand new and only a few people were permitted access. So eventually, after being briefed, we were given a tour of the Spotify studio floor, and this included 2 studios, a photo booth, a few lounges, a Spotify live stage where top podcasters and artists do live shows privately in the HQ, and artist and podcast VIP lounges and makeup rooms, photo shoot studios, the list goes on. We were absolutely blown away. We were also shown how to use Spotify's world-class studios. I've recorded in many studios in London and in Ghana and Accra, and this one by far is light years ahead. The main studio has its own separate control room where everything, and I mean everything, is remote controlled. From the microphones to the cameras, LED lights, you name it. Probably couldn't control what I was able to say though. I don't think AI has got that far. But anyway, we were given advice on how to improve our production as a whole. And at the end of the session, we were given special gifts, branded Spotify mics and ring lights from Spotify themselves. How nice of them was it for them to give these gifts to us? And then we'll give him more food and we'll allow you to use Spotify photo booth right at the end, which is really cool. As we left, we were let out through the Spotify VIP exit and entrance, where you get to see the Spotify Hall of Fame. So that's it, guys. That's what went down in the Spotify HQ in London. We were invited to become the pioneers of something special. So we'd like to thank Spotify for inviting us round. We really had a special day. Now, if you guys are interested in experiences like this and getting started with podcasting with Spotify and podcast training myself, I'll leave some links in the description on whatever player you're listening to. And that's all for today, guys. This is today's PodBite. Season 5 should be out in a matter of weeks. I hope you all look forward to it. Please be sure to follow us on whatever platform you listen to on podcasts to make sure you don't miss it. Give us a like, leave us a review in the comments. Tell us what you think of our podcast or what you like to see or to hear. Any inquiries, email info@thesonofacra.com. We also are available on the popular social media platforms. Just search for us there or check the links in the description. I'm Adrian Daniels. Take care. God bless.